What's up, everybody? Welcome back here to the Pro Series. My name is rkryptic here with neph, and yeah, looking pretty good so far today for Hokori as they managed to get themselves their second victory here of the day, taking on Cringe Crew, game number 2. neph, how close
You know
was
what,
this game?
Ricky?
Oh, go ahead.
Hold on. You're looking good today. How about that?
Oh, thanks, man.
You're
Appreciate
welcome.
that. But I know it's
Continue.
yeah, it's nice. Um, Cringe Crew, they've got their work cut out for them here. Obviously, Hokori, very good team, very high caliber team, and they almost had it. There was some very small sparks in this last game that looked like Cringe Crew might be turning things around, but man, Lumiere seems to be the secret sauce. How do you stop this guy?
Uh, you don't. The secret sauce is unbeatable. It's all about the sauce. Okay, Ricky. I don't know how they shut him down, but it looks like they're gonna go for stronger lanes. That might be the solution here. I mean, Tidehunter, Hoodwink, Crystal Bay. These are all super good lane heroes.
10 seconds.
Uh, I don't know if they're gonna put the CM with the Tide. It'll probably be the Hoodwink,
5 seconds.
and the Tidehunter is the 3 and 4. But he's gonna struggle with that certainly, right? Like you have to pick a ranged hero against it at that point, otherwise you'll get shut down. And they go for the SF. Okay, this
This
is
could
certainly
just be
not going to be a safe lane SF, is it?
no. I think it can be. I think this is actually really good into the Tidehunter because you can't dispel the Shadow Ray stacks.
Can't you?
I don't think so. Can you? I don't think
I
Kraken
told you,
Shell
if it's a
removes
mechanic
those.
that came into the game the last 2 years, then I'm like useless. I'm so washed, my man.
I feel like the
Hold on.
debuff on Shadow Rays does not go away
I'm going into
on
demo
Kraken
mode.
Shell, but
Like,
yeah, double check.
Yeah.
Like my gut says no, but either way, I think this is probably going to
Yeah.
be like a
Yeah.
Shadow Fiend Marcy lane, and Shadow Fiend Marcy is really
Yeah.
scary.
Yeah. Either way, you're gonna have to
10
talk
seconds
about
left.
the draft while I'm in demo mode real quick.
That's fine. That's fine. They pick up the puck here, and
seconds.
I think again a little bit of a bait. My gut is that this is probably going to be the safe lane Shadow Fiend for Lumiere. Puck
It's
mid,
dispellable.
it is dispellable, so it does get rid of it.
Yeah.
All right. That being said, I still don't think it even really matters. Like Shadow Fiend Marcy, if this is the safe lane, which I think it will be, either hero you put there, Hoodwink or CM, will just be food for this duo.
Radiant's up.
Yeah.
Banning time.
So we'll see what they do. How do you feel about the puck though? They picked this thing up kind
It
of
was
blind
banned out
here.
before. It was
Yeah.
banned out last game, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Unless I'm getting my games mixed up. Yeah, kind of blind. They don't know.
Dire gets the win.
Assuming that this SF isn't going to be the mid lane, assuming this SF is the safe laner,
I think
they
both
did pick
teams
it up
see it that way.
blind. But Puck does pretty well against most mids, I feel. You've got 2 nukes to work with. You've got decent base damage. You can dodge things out. Like some heroes it counters out super well, others it only does mediocre with.
10 seconds.
There's not like anything amazing on the back line you're jumping, but even if it's a safe lane SF, dropping the coil on it is still kind of nice. It forces the SF to build an early BKB. And like we talked about, you have some big damage supports. If you're just able to run at a hero underneath a coil with Hoodwink, CM, Tidehunter, you're going to do a lot to it. So I like the puck here. I think it's safe, even if you don't know what you're going into, and it does offer some catch for the SF.
It's
However, I still think that SF does happen to be fairly good against the Tidehunter lane, even though the Kraken Shell does dispel the Shadow Raises.
Radiant gets the
Because a
win.
level 1 Kraken Shell, like, you're going to die
Dire
anyways.
choice.
That's a
Let's
600
get the
damage
second.
dispel.
Yeah.
Heroes to choose from.
Yeah.
they get rid of the tiny. I think these are pretty much your two best picks that you could have taken into the puck. That still leaves heroes like Void Spirit. It still leaves heroes like the Lena available. It kind of just depends on what they want to do.
We're 10 seconds up.
Lesh is
Plenty of time to
banned.
tell an announcer
I mean,
who-
They got rid of
overall-
Sniper and
5
Medusa,
seconds.
yeah.
Medusa is one of Lumiere's like favorite here. So I'm almost certain that this is going to in fact be a safe lane SF unless they pull a crazy wild card move on us, which I don't think they're going to.
No, I think everyone's seeing this in game as a safe laner because the Medusa sniper bans are definitely your Shadow Fiend counters, and Cringe Crew banned out 2 mid laners, so it would make sense that this is the safe lane. They do go for the Void Spirit again, probably one of the only counters that's still left in the pool. I mean, Cringe Crew just snap picked the Bristleback here.
It didn't take them long at all. Who locked them? That was bro. They snapped in all their heroes very quickly. They all know exactly
Wow.
what they want to play. Yeah, everyone except for Flea, who is currently picking his girlfriend up from the airport.
Yeah, I think that's like the 7th time this week.
She flies a lot.
Yeah, she flies a lot.
Maybe she's a pilot.
Maybe. I never considered that.
You know, she's gonna be tired after a long haul flight. Needs her boyfriend to pick her up. Yeah.
So, how do you feel about this bristleback pick here? Because I'm a little unsure of this one. I don't.
I quite like it.
You do.
I'm gonna be
Okay.
honest with you. Yeah, I think that everyone on Hokori struggles to burst down strength heroes. You needed somebody else who's going to be a frontliner, given that like you have a very easy time getting on top of heroes with Void Spirit and a Clockwork. You give a lot of and Marza. You have a lot of catch between them. Like your safe laner is going to get jumped on. That is a fact. And Bristleback deals with that pretty well. So I do think it is a very solid pickup this game. I don't think it'll change what Tidehunter is going to want to go. He's just going to do the same Pipe of Insight and Wraithback Totem as usual. But yeah, you're going to have to accept that your safe lane is going to get jumped, and you know if you have to pick one to get jumped, Bristleback is the choice.
Oh man, the new intro screens are so sick. I'm glad that they added these.
This is the old one. What do you
This
mean?
is the old one, the Hokori one. But
I don't like this Marcy set, by the way.
I think it's definitely the best of the Marcy sets that was introduced. I'll say that much.
There was not a single good one. How about that?
You got this? You look like you got this.
I actually liked the steampunk one quite a bit. I thought that one was pretty good. But yeah, I think in terms of Marcy sets, this one's actually pretty good. I think like you can just use parts of this with the default set, and it looks honestly better than the whole set.
The default set is good.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I think you just use parts of it with the default set, and it looks great.
I think a lot of the like newer hero designs, like their default kits, the default sets are actually just really good designs recently.
And just look at Primal Beast, dude. That hero's like model and like everything about that character is so sick.
Yeah. For as much as I shit talk hats and the fact that I think they should have done a better like redesign of some older heroes, they have done some pretty good designs of the newer heroes. I'll give it up.
All right, gang.
I'll not be a hater for once.
Oh, they're gonna find Flea here. 2 raises out as they chase down the Hoodwink. First blood, they're trying to save it for the Shadow Fiend, but Gardic's gonna grab it with the
Didn't
battery
look like he was
assault.
trying to save it for the SF on Gardic.
I mean, he had the auto attack, but got baited by the Fairy Fire.
Fair enough. All right. So unfortunately, it doesn't go to Lumiere, but you are going to get early boots on the Clockwork now because of that. After the bounties spawn, you get like another 100 gold, and you'll have it.
Yep. Bottom lane Warden's gonna grab that rune from him, but he's just gonna get body blocked up, pulled back in with the Remnant, and this might just be a second kill potentially. For something somehow slightly faster than them, she's out.
Ooh. That's not right.
I mean, she's not actually.
You don't have
faster
the
than them.
wolf model for the extra movement speed.
Yeah, if she had the wolf model, she would have been much faster, and the Crystal Nova would have done more damage.
It's true. You also tend to put yourself out of position more with it. It's part of the set.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunate that you didn't get the kill on the Void Spirit, though. In fact, Sooth is kind of putting a beatdown on Analog this first wave here.
I think the first wave or two is definitely Puck favored, especially if he gets to shove it into the tower like this and get the level 2 first. But after this, Void Spirit ends up doing pretty well in the lane. He just out CS's you.
God. Yeah, reasonable amount of times left. You're gonna have to. Oh, does he go to the sides of trying? Okay, he doesn't get it. He tried to silence him to stop him from nuking the creep and then get the deny off on it.
Yeah, it was clear. It was pretty slick. We can talk about the other lanes though. Top lane, Gardic on the Clockwork, playing up against Sunlight and Flea. You know, they got the Tidehunter combo with the Hoodwink. Lumiere hits the double raise onto Flea. Loses a lot of his health though there from the Gush combo.
Mm-hmm. He's gonna have to get back now.
I don't know how I feel about the
Oh, Gardic?
Clockwork
sure?
being up
How
here.
long
But,
until Gush? Are you sure you want to do this?
I mean, he's just taking a
he'll
lot
survive.
of damage.
Sorry, what were you saying?
I'd say I don't know how I feel about putting the Clockwork top and Marcy bottom. I mean, this is like Shadow Fiend Marcy is like the staple of like one of the most like kill heavy lanes that we saw like going into TI.
Yeah, I mean, holding them in place with Power Cog does allow Lumiere to line up like a triple raise pretty easily, though.
The difference is it puts Lumiere in a bad spot instead of putting the enemy in a bad spot, and that's the benefit of the Marcy, because like you can't really chase after them. And guarding gets the raise up.
He pops
Oh
the
my
stick.
god, a lot of fighting back and forth in this top lane, but both heroes just surviving off the sticks.
Lumiere is completely out of mana now. What's he got coming out? Just boots, no mangoes, unfortunately. You do have some mangoes on, a mango coming out on the clockwork. Could probably drop that one on the SF. Or for him to get his raises. And in the bottom lane, Warden clearing out all the Eidolons are trying to. He gets a good deny off there on Vitali. Actually, it looks like they might try to run this Enigma down, but too much movement speed from that rebound there. Absolutely insane ability.
I mean, they did the exact same nerf that I said that they were going to do to it, which was give it a scaling bonus move speed, because for those of you who don't remember, this was just 45 movement speed flat at all levels. And now it scales, so a very nice change to that ability.
Yep. Puck ends up grabbing the Observer.
Dude, Suit's actually playing really sick on this puck right now.
Yeah, he is. I didn't know you could get that close to the Remnant and not touch it.
Yeah. It's alright. It probably has to do with puck having a slower, like a lower collision model or something. I think puck's
I thought it
collision.
was the same size as everyone else. But like Naga Siren had smaller.
Naga Siren does. I think Puck and Wind Ranger do. There's a few.
Like in his alt has a small collision box.
Yeah, there's a few heroes that have it. Suits going for the orb, ends up getting perfectly hit on the Remnant there. Nicely done by Analog. And that means bottom lane there's no water rune for him, so regen advantage for the Void Spirit. Very nicely done.
Yeah. In fact, he's gonna walk all the way back to base.
Oh, Sunlight's in trouble. Top lane, they finally managed to go for the multiple raises here. Yeah. When the Hoodwink's not there, it's pretty easy for them to run down these heroes, but 2v2 not nearly as easy.
Yeah. Let's look at how Rum's doing. I mean, 17-4 in the CS. Enigma's obviously denying a reasonable amount from him. The other core is dropping kind of low, but he can just rebound away. Is Marcy really under any threat while rebound is up?
Pretty much no, ever.
Press off up in the top lane. Void Spirit getting close to level 6, but not much is going to happen until then, so we'll tune back into the mid lane another like minute here. Let's Power Rune start spawning and Void gets his ultimate.
Such a different game than what we had last time, right? Last game we had just like
absolute bloodbath.
Absolutely, yeah. We had like 9 kills at the 5-minute mark or something. This game not even close. Completely different. Both teams just trying to farm up what they can.
Right, never mind. Didn't manage to connect that onto Sunlight. They almost got him though. They rotated Marcy up here. Which would make it safe to dive. Yeah, would make it safe to dive Enigma, but unfortunately the wave is just at the tower, so you can't get much from that. But we are now level 6 on the mid laner. Analog just ends up walking forward for Astral Step, but top lane engagement.
Yeah, I mean, it was a really sick bait here, putting himself in danger, but a nice bushwhack onto 2. He's got the melee raise, but it's off the mark, and Flea will be able to make it away as Gardic now in trouble as well. Double kill for Sunlight. Delacor no rebound for 10. Plenty of spells still available. They got a bushwhack in just a moment, but they don't even need it. It's being a 3 for 0, all baited off the Hoodwink there in the top lane in the rotation from Warden.
Is he gonna go for this?
He has to go for it. The coil's still there. Yeah. Oh, nice bottle refill though.
For an Astral Step, yeah, but it will refill his bottle, so he's gonna be fine. I was keeping my eye on the mid lane because I saw that one coming, so I didn't see what happened in that top fight.
Basically, Hoodwink like put herself in a bad spot just after getting a D ward, and they TP'd in the Crystal Maiden, right? And it's like, all right, we'll play in a little bit of an odd spot here, just to try and bait it. And yeah, Crystal Maiden's level 2 Crystal Nova, pretty good.
Looks like they're trying to make a rotation now. They see Crystal Maiden underneath this Observer ward. Clockwork gonna hold him in place, and Analog will finish this one off.
Yeah, very easy pick off for those two.
Well, It went to Gardic again.
You know, unintentional. Flea does get the
I'm
D ward,
sure.
but he's in a pretty rough spot here. Not really where he wants to be. Rebound's gonna connect. They have a remnant plus the astral step on through. And
Surprised
Analog
Gardic
finally
didn't try
gets
to
his
steal
kill.
that one.
Dude, he should have flared it. Just bop. I want to see Gardic have like 9 kills at the end of this game.
From the way it's being destroyed as I speak.
See what it's doing. Still very far away from his Witchblade, which he desperately needs in order to put damage into some of these heroes. Meanwhile, the bottom lane, Realm. I mean, not where he wants to be on the Bristleback either. Vitalik's doing a great job of keeping his Eidolons alive here.
Yeah. I mean, Bristleback doesn't have nearly the amount of threat that some of these other heroes would have, right, when it comes to killing the Eidolons.
Pretty easy to just walk them away, especially given that like Bristleback is pushing pretty hard in the tower despite spamming his quill sprays. So you're always in a safe spot on Vitalik.
Well, he does get his Vanguard completed, so he's feeling a lot safer here as he's just playing super aggressive behind the tower. And we're gonna start seeing Billicore walk
do have a
bottom.
punish for this one.
It would cost a lot. You'd have to black hole him, plus probably bring in like Void Spirit or the Clockwork.
Marcy?
I would say if you bring the Clockwork, you can probably do it. But top lane, Suits actually finding a kill there onto Lumiere. Nicely done.
Yeah, they do commit the Ravage for that one. They don't have to Dream Coil.
Scanning around for enemies.
So Dream Coil is still available if they want to like run it Gardic here, but I don't think they see him now. The question is if they can manage to wrap around on him undetected. Yeah, they're gonna be able to find him.
Yeah. Gardic was looking for the rune, but Suits comes in, gets himself another kill.
Yeah, it looks like he wants to commit onto Lumiere as well. Jumped forward with that illusory orb, but doesn't
Oh, they just smoked right under a ward though.
sometimes unlucky.
Yeah, they're drawing the line towards mid, so Analog's gonna know. He's gonna clean up this wave, probably bail out of here.
Jerry Gardic even drops the voice line.
Radiant's middle tower is about to be a pile of smoking rocks.
Pretty good, pretty good.
Oh, tell me someone saw that. I didn't even notice. That was pretty good.
No, it's not like there's been no kills, but after what happened in the last game, they got my expectations up. I'm expecting to see another bloodbath.
If you're in the vicinity of Dire's top tower, I'd put on a hard hat. That baby is coming down.
Mid lane, fight for the rune. Suits is here, drops the coil, holding down the Clockwork. Bill to finish him off. The question is, can they get the Void Spirit? Nice bushwhack, but ends up getting out of there.
Actual step away.
Ooh, big stack there.
Billicore took the haste rune up in the top way, but not much going to come of that. He's diving very far right now on Realm, but unfortunately can't go any further here. If you dive the tier 2 tower while you're facing it and they would have dropped a black hole on you, you'd definitely be dead. But far away from the tower, I don't think that Analog wants to commit onto the Bristle, not when he's sitting at like half HP anyways.
Yeah, not at all.
He's going for first item Aghanim Scepter, by the way. He was going for this very quickly. I think like usually I see Void Spirit go for like one item on the way to it, and not just straight in.
I kind of like the Aghanim Scepter this game. I think the silence is going to give them a lot to play around. And yeah, like you're right. It is a little bit greedy perhaps, but I don't know if they can really punish it, to be honest. Because like, yeah, you don't have like really any control out of your side lanes. Like, I take it back. Like your supports have control, but outside of Tidehunter having Ravage, you know, not much you can do.
Dire's top
He
tower
needs to
is
connect with the
really
creeps in
taking a
order
beat.
to rebound away. Unfortunately, Suits and Flea coming in.
Yeah, it's a nice pick off there.
And they'll
Flea's
finally
got
be
a
able to
lot
take
of
this
levels, man. He's level 7.
That baby is coming down.
Yeah, he's doing good. Yeah, they're gonna manage to grab this tower, I believe. Fortification will buy them a little bit of time, but finally get a little bit more control over the map, make it that much easier to invade the enemy team jungle and find kills with this puck.
Dire's top tower just went brick belly up.
Meanwhile, they're pushing bottom on the Dire side. I don't think they're gonna be able to get down here to defend this in time. They do have Ravage available though, but they'd be getting in slowly one at a time.
Don't look now.
So they're just gonna give this one up, it looks like.
Yeah, I mean, it was just a trade for towers.
You think
for
they should have
sure.
moved quicker? I mean, they had time. Tidehunter had a TP. Crystal Maiden, Hoodwink both had TPs. But with them already set up there with Black Hole, maybe I just felt it was too risky.
I don't think they really get it too much out of defending that either. Like, they already got the top tier 1 tower, and they're farming where they want to be, right? Like, they get the dire jungle. That's the better jungle. They still have their own triangle that Bristleback's farming in. I think they're fine with this. Lumiere did go for a Midas, which I actually really like this game.
You would, wouldn't you?
I think there's certain times when, like, getting a Midas is totally fine, and he knows that, like, if he just gets levels and just gets more damage than his Bristleback, like, they're not gonna be able to deal with him.
I see, and nothing gives you as much damage as a Midas.
I mean, he's gonna be super farmed.
Not as farmed as his lane opponent, the Tidehunter, though.
Yeah, well, at least not for now. Eventually, Bristleback gets his Aghanim Scepter and wants to play around. Oh, Coil, mid lane. They're going to find the Clockwork. Oh, he snaps the Coil upon mistake. Void Spirit comes in, tanks the shot there from that Hoodwink, but the question is, can they finish off Zeus? He does actually get popped at the very end. Nice Ravage connecting onto 3. Void Spirit goes down. They're looking to get on top of Lumiere, but the Black Hole from Vitali. The raises are there, but they can't finish off Realm, and Lumiere will have to back on out. Meanwhile, Ward and super low as well. I mean, oh, Raindrop saving him.
Yeah, he's also healing with the Seeds of Serenity. He's Serenitying. Tries to go in for the deny down the other goal. He's going to pay for that one with his life, though.
Yeah.
Vitali is going to be able to get away, though.
Man, that was a really close fight.
Oop. This is
Sharpshooter off the mark there. But.
Yep. Yeah, it was. Unfortunately, I mean, they picked the right hero for this.
Oh, they got Enigma.
Yeah.
Well, never mind. Puck doesn't actually come in. Do they have the damage to finish him off? Yeah, they do. Flea gets the auto attack.
A lot of minus armor because of that, gosh. Anyways, like I was saying, they picked the right hero for the safe lane, obviously. I mean, we saw their Realm had to be the one to dive in. And he managed to survive a black hole underneath that tower there. That would have killed anyone else on his team. That would have killed most carries.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he's closing on his Ags. He's not too far away.
How's Void Spirit's egg status? 2,000 net worth off. I mean, that death that you just took definitely slowed you down. Tidehunter now finishing up the Wraith Pack Totem. You haven't finished now on the Enigma as well. A lot of money on both these people, but the 100 seconds till Black Hole's back up, you just feel like running away now, right? Certainly you can't fight into
Hook
them.
shots come in. They've managed to find them, but the Enigma's in trouble. That's going to be a lot of damage from Analog, though. So a quick 2 for 0 pickoff onto the supports, and Vitali's still holding his ground here. Suits took a while to finish him off, trying to take down Thelacor as well as a chase underneath the tower. Realm able to clean that one up, and now the rest of Hokori have got to run. The Bristleback is here.
2 for 2 trade. SF is going to split up Saz's Clockwork, and they're both going to start cutting waves. They're not able to push their tier 2s at all after this last fight. So Cringe Crew playing very aggressive, taking fights on the enemy side of the map, but it doesn't look like they're able to get many objectives from it regardless. I would say this benefits them, though. I mean, Hokori managing to dodge them and take relatively even fights. They can kind of make up for the fact that Lumiere went by him more time. You're definitely feeling the effects of being like one hero down right now, though.
Yeah.
But you think it's going to be worth it?
I do. I think Shadow Fiend is much stronger than the Bristleback in the late game. Like, Bristleback does have to ramp up to kill heroes, whereas Shadow Fiend can just like 2-shot your supports and even the Puck, right? If Puck comes in and he happens to have the shard, just gets instantly feared. You get like 2-shotted in terms of the damage. Like, I don't think you worry about that as much from the Bristleback. So I think Lumiere is perfectly content with where the game is going. Hokori a little bit behind in net worth. If they match, oh, Suits comes in, eats a Requiem, but he's got the haste root, so he just zips away.
Yeah, they didn't connect with that rebound stun either. You hate to see it. Oh God. Top lane? Wait, is Gardic running into this or away from this?
I think he's running away from this. He does have 20 stick charges and a hook shot, so I think he's going to be fine.
Yeah. I don't think Realm had really completely decided whether he wanted to run into that or away either. They're gonna go into Roche though.
Like a lot of minus armor for this, so really good call. Plus
they
the
have the
Wraith
Wraith
Pact.
Pact.
Yeah.
They'll make quick work of it. If Gardic doesn't interrupt it, Flea sees him though. He's a mad dog. He's a mad squirrel.
It's an aggressive ward placed here. Sharpshooter's gonna come through. Suits there to help finish him off. Witchblade damage more than enough. But with the Clockwork down, I don't think they're gonna be able to contest the Roshan here anymore. So
This will go to Bristleback here, and he'll get even closer to his Aghanim Scepter. He'll be able to use his Eggs and this Aegis at the same time. He's only 800 gold off of it right now.
yeah.
Very nice. SF, on the other hand, he completes a Shadow Blade. A Shadow Blade Midas.
And a Dragon Lance.
I mean, this is good if you get the break on the Bristleback. However, if you get jumped, you are a gold pinata. You are not very tanky. You don't have a single item to help you be more tanky. This is a risky move.
Interesting that he would take the dagger of Ristool over the
Even
Brigand's
more
Blade.
damage.
But you could give the Brigand's Blade over to the Marcy, I suppose.
You activate this and it gives you plus 40, dude.
Yeah, bottom lane. Looking like they want to play aggressive onto Realm here, but Sunlight's there under the
There's
cover of
Tidehunter.
Invis. He's got a Requiem in one. The tag team trying to heal him up,
He
but
just
it's
looks
not
away
enough.
from him there.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
need that break
100%
for
the
sure.
correct move.
Beautifully done. I mean, just baiting with that Invis rune, super nice there. Really value Ravage.
Yep. He didn't realize the Tidehunter would be there. At that point, it was too late. He just had to try to commit onto the Bristleback. I hope he could lifesteal enough back off of him, but once he turned around, he would steal him this much, and he just ended up melting.
Woo. He's getting out of here on the Void Spirit. Double Astral Steps committed. The coil still connects. There's going to be the Snap Vitale, drops that Wraith Pact Totem, and they've got the hook shot.
Oh my.
Oh boy. Right into that black hole. And of course, Analog, that's his Aghanim Scepter as well. And Clockwork, I'm not deeping out of this one. Crystal Maiden there to help finish him off. So you do get something out of it, but with Black Hole down, maybe they feel a little bit more confident here on Cringe Crew. It's hard to say. Realm's still going to just be farming it up.
Yeah, he'll have to go back to base after this, though. He is completely out of mana. He'll have to go back to base, right?
He'll probably just send himself like Clarities. He's also got a Soul Ring.
I suppose so. He's got a Crystal Maiden on his team as well, but there's only 2 points now into the Arcane Aura.
Much better when she gets more, yeah.
Surprised that he doesn't head back to base at all. I guess it's a waste of time. 7.2 mana regen. Just continue to farm up. Got a big black hole. I mean, they try to chase down that Void Spirit. They definitely end up paying the price for it there.
Yeah, that was a sick, really sick play. Really good bait.
Yeah, sick hook setup as well from Gardic. Managed to connect with both of them with that thing.
Sunlight just feeling very happy to just tank up the tower here. As
Coil in the mid lane.
really? Oh,
Bushwhack
plus a
on the
nice
two.
bushwhack. They managed to get the Clockwork here, and he should burn down. A couple more auto attacks from Suits. They got him. And he's going to be able to orb himself away. Vitali even came mid for this. But top lane Realm will be able to finish off the tier 2, potentially bottom lane Lumiere. The fortification comes out, and he hits the trail there. Does have the Silver Edge completed now.
Yeah. So he's happy to deal with Bristleback if he gets the opportunity to, and Bristle still unfortunately isn't that tanky. In fact, went for this Hyperstone rather than a Plate Mail as his next item. I guess he wants to be able to put in damage once he builds up these stacks of Warpath. Hyperstone really helps with that.
I think he might regret not getting an armor item here.
You
Or
think
the
SF is going to be
BKB.
that much of a problem?
I mean, SF has a lot of minus armor and a lot of damage. So we'll see. But Aegis expiring in about a minute. They're going to try and make a play here into the mid lane, tier 2 tower. See if they can bring this one down. Sunlight, again, he's just got the classic watermelon build here, the Wraith Pact plus the pipe. Pretty much just how it goes. Bottom lane, Thelagor going to get caught by the bushwhack. Lumiere just TPing on out of here. He's safe. Coil there, going to snap onto the Marcy, and he will not be as lucky.
Yeah, TP's on out. Unfortunately, didn't manage to connect with the SF there. I mean, Flea was lucky. He popped a dust that is just outside the range of the SF, but he wouldn't have found him in the trees anyways. He was protected by fog, and it had that dust landed.
Yeah.
But it was pretty close there.
Top lane, Vitaly has just been sitting up here for so long, I feel like, just constantly trying to keep this lane pushed. And he's farming, man. He's got the Blink Dagger. He's queuing up the BKB next. Ooh, mid lane. CM goes down. Big black hole from 2. Lumiere with the Requiem to follow. If they can keep Sunlight from hitting that Ravage, it's looking good. He goes down. The Aegis is gone. Perfect timing from Hokori. They did it again.
Oh my god. Did the SF use DSF break him? No, he just changed him, just taunted immediately after the black hole ended. So.
Well, Flea finds a solo kill there on the Gardic and a 4-staff to safety. So he's gonna, okay, little style points there for the Hoodwink.
God, is Hokori gonna turn the game around just like that?
I mean, watch Lumiere, man. He's gonna hit hard.
No way he gets away with this. He goes Midas, Dragonlance, Silver Edge. Okay, Coil will come out into Marcy, but
not enough follow damage. There's going to be the silence. The Remnant to pull him back in. He pops the Unleash. Thylacor going to trade his life away. Void Spirit out of mana.
Do that, though.
I mean, can they get the Void Spirit is the question. He's just going to try and TP out. Bushwhack in 1. Doesn't come through.
Man. This is getting rough. They managed to even out the net worth advantage. It was how far up with it? I mean, they weren't that far up. They're like 5k XP and gold up previously, but this was supposed to be your timing. Like, you finished the pipe on the pipe and the Wraith Pack Totem on the Tidehunter. The puck had his Kaya Witchblade done. Bristleback finishes Agnum Scepter and had his Hyperstone. Like, this is, you're supposed to feel so strong right now.
Instead, you've gotten caught by 2 black holes now, and yeah, that mid lane fight puts them back into even footing here in terms of net worth and experience.
They're gonna have a problem once Lumiere's done his BKB, and he's only 550 gold off of it.
Oh yeah. Oh, nice catcher by Seuss in the mid lane. Good bait. The scan ends up finding him. The question is, can they actually kill the Void Spirit? They've got a Ravage available, but the sharpshooter from Flea is going to find it.
Yeah, I believe he tried to pull off the Yule's Dream Coil snap there.
Yeah, he did.
But that one's not easy to do. So anyone not familiar with that, you actually spin around a little bit in the air when you're in Yule's Scepter. Because while you're invulnerable while you're doing it. So if you sit at the very edge of the Dream Coil snap range and you start spinning around, it'll snap while you're invulnerable, and you'll be able to break Dream Coil without taking any damage or being stunned.
It's the Z-axis too, right? It's like when you get lifted up on that Z-axis, like that's farther than you know, the coil actually allows you to go.
Yeah.
Nice jump away there from Thylacor. He's gonna be fine. Bristleback tried to invade Lumiere's jungle, and he's like, nah, bruh. This is my jungle. Has the BKB done now? Shadow Fiend doing a lot of damage. Top lane, looking for Enigma. The Ravage, he just throws it, he finds it. The question is, will they find the hero? There he is, hiding in the trees. Sunlight, you know, you gotta have a lot of confidence to do that one.
Alright, so they finally get the punish off onto Enigma, but after he's dead, he finishes up this BKB that he was working on. They don't have a way of interrupting his black hole through that now. He could use this without a care in the world.
Alright, fortification bottom. Looks like they might finally get a tier 2 tower. Open up these outposts, but on the backside of the fight, they are going to find the Crystal Maiden. Big AoE silence. He's got a haste rune to give him some space to get away here. Flea blinks forward, trying to do what he can, but they don't find anything. And with the tier 2 taken, they will just disengage as a team.
He's
Oh, wait a minute. They find through the core. One more second to rebound. He's not going to be able to do it. He goes down, and Realms continuing the chase.
So fast.
Wait, Lumiere? They have a sentry. Oh, Warden.
Too late.
Didn't find him.
Yeah, that would have been hard to do. Yeah, you would have had to drop that right away, like know where he walked as well. He could have been anywhere in those trees. And so the only person to get on the way out there is Marcy. And again, Vitaly still with the black hole BKB Blink Dagger. They could take a fight here.
Oh my gosh, Flea just jumps in, finds 2 onto the high ground. Doesn't get the Force Staff away for the moment, and Flea looks like he is going to be able to survive the break there. Onto the Tidehunter, the Black Hole, onto the Requiem as well. Cringe Crew, can they turn around Realm with the BKB? Sunlight finally going to tick down here. It looks like, no, he's still alive. The Wraithback Totem's enough to do it. Lumiere pops his BKB, try and just beat these guys down. There's the break, finishes off that Bristleback, and the jump in from Thelacore brings Crystal Maiden extremely low, but she's still alive. The Raze is going to find him, but there's going to be the Bushwhack holding Lumiere in place. Suits is here doing a ton of damage, but Lumiere is scary, man.
He's going to go back and he's got a Blink Dagger. He's going to go for it. This is so risky.
He's got the sidekick, man. There's the break. Rampage for Lumiere. Oh my gosh.
The team will provide. Marcy managed to allow Lumiere to heal back up just like that. I mean, you can go for all these DPS items. You can play as greedy as possible when you have the Marcy with you, I suppose.
Yeah. Marcy Shadow Fiend. We saw this going into TI. A lot of teams were picking this one up early. And no, it's still just as strong.
Yeah, I was shocked they didn't manage to bring back the Bristleback and the Tidehunter inside that black hole. I was pleasantly surprised. Okay, Cringe Crew, if they can survive that, they might just win this team fight, but unfortunately, the second break ends up coming off onto Lumiere, and sorry, onto that Bristleback, and he gets just melted after that one connects with him. I think you're at the point where you're regretting not having more armor finally.
Yeah. Roshan is up. It's fallen quickly. Flea trying to do what he can to slow this one down, but gonna get found by Analog on the backside. No Remnant quite yet, but the hookshot does come through, and Lumiere cleans up the items in the pit. He's got himself the shard now, so Necromancery. Now fearing, if he finds Sooths. Okay, never mind. Sooths just gets a quick pick off, able to blink on out. Sunlight with a Ravage here onto 2. Thelacore pops that BKB, but they just blow up the Void Spirit. Goodbye.
Level 20 on the
Lumiere has to be a little careful here. A lot of damage, but again, he's got his own. A break in one. He hits him. He's gone. The Shadow Fiend is too strong, baby. He's alone for the moment. He's got Vitaly on the side here trying to help him out, but there's going to be the BKB. The Warden goes down. Sunlight, you can't block just right-click damage, my friend. Sooths has to bail as well. Triple kill for Lumiere.
Minus as well for good measure. Okay, it's just Sooths and Flea up right now. They can't get the SF by himself. He's level 25 now. We are in the same situation as last game. Lumiere is so much bigger than the next largest person in this game.
Whoa, he went the Shadow Rays cooldown instead of the applies damage, which is very bizarre. Vitaly forced a BKB. Oh man. Flea comes in. Oh my lord, careful sir. 2 shots from the Shadow Fiend, nearly killing you.
He's almost got a Satanic here. I'll get it after this catapult. There we go. Yep. Okay, now 3,300 HP. He wasn't life-stealing before. He was just
only
getting
from
it from the Marcy.
sidekick.
Now, even if you manage to catch out Marcy too, you have to worry about the Dispel and the massive lifesteal coming out from SF. They don't have enough hard lockdown for this guy. It's just like one more thing that's going to get him out of the Frostbite as well.
You need like a Hex at this point. Ooh, I think they just double smoked here. But, I mean, we'll see what they can do. Cringe Crew. Smoke. Dude, wait, does that actually work?
Yes, it does.
Oh my gosh. That is incredible. Gardic. Some funny moves there, but he's just going to get chased down into the trees here. Crawl comes through.
Again, but it's just a little bit late.
I mean, Space Maid, I suppose. I mean, if he's the only one that dies to the smoke tank, not bad at all.
He did buy back, unfortunately, so he's going to be dead for a little while. The last fight, where SF managed to clean everybody up, he wasn't necessary to come back in, but he did anyways. Okay, 6K net worth advantage for Hokori. I mean, again, they were behind for a little while, now quite far ahead. The Tidehunter realizes that the SF is a massive problem, and he's now working on a Heaven's Halberd. This definitely needs to be finished.
Oh,
It
there's
needed
the
to be finished minutes
break, the
ago.
fear, the double 4 staffs away. They're trying to finish up that Wraith Pack totem, but Sunlight will just barely survive. Well, is he? You know,
Oh, double crit?
it just doesn't matter. Lumire's just too strong. He doesn't care. He just stands his ground. The blink in the black hole from Vitali. It's caught the Bristleback. They go for the Requiem to follow. It's gonna fear up the whole team. Bristleback goes down. Triple kill for the Shadow Fiend once again. This dude fears nothing.
Radiant's middle tower.
He is fear, man. That was insane. He ended up getting 3 crits in a row off on this. Or sorry, 2 of them were like percentage crits. The third one was an RNG crit.
Unlucky
Thought the
timing
Satanic was a
there
moment
on the
too late.
Satanic, yeah.
Just like too early. So he ends up finding a kill off onto Vitali over on the bottom side of their base.
He has the Silver Edge. Warden, yeah, you gotta be careful of that fear, man. It is a lot of damage. Lumire just gonna get that sidekick full heal back up. Satanic coming off cooldown in about 6 seconds. And they're looking real strong.
Radiant's middle barracks.
Gardic outside the base, ready to jump in if it looks like he needs to protect Lumire here. Well, he takes the Rex.
Yeah, there it is.
Not much they can do with just 2 of them up.
Lumire, God Gamer now, 29,000 net worth, almost doubling the next closest player as he queues up that Swift Blink.
Gardic tries to get out with the hook shot over to Analog, but they catch him.
Nice find, nice find. They're getting something, you know, that's good. Absolutely need to. All right, what's the game plan here? How do you take these fights against Hokori? Because we've seen now multiple times the black hole is just, there's nothing they can do. Like, they just BKB blink black holes and there is no counter to it.
I mean, Rom is trying to build the king. He's going for Abyssal Blade right now. He might be able to shut one of these heroes down at that point. Maybe interrupt the black hole if you're lucky with the Abyssal Blade. Assuming that you don't just get caught in it if you're trying to stun him. I don't know. Game hard. Game hard.
Game very hard, man. All right, what's he? He's got the Swift Blink now, queuing up the refresher. Okay.
Yeah. Sooths has decided to just go all in on burst damage. He's holding on to Ceremonial Robe. He's got a Dagon 2. He's got Kayasan.
I saw the Dagon, yeah.
Yeah. So he's really just hoping that he can burst heroes down before they get the BKBs off. Like maybe he manages to catch out Enigma on the back line and burst him. Or force him to drop his BKB on just him alone. There's the Assault Cross finally completed.
Elven Tunic drop there. That's not bad.
Oh,
In the river, they've caught the Bristleback. He's going to be forced to BKB. Lumire is here. But guess what? The Black Hole is here as well. And you're facing the wrong buddy. 3 heroes dead. Once again, a triple kill for Lumire.
No buyback available on any of these heroes. They could just walk down mid and end the game right now, I feel. In fact, it looks like it's what Lumire wants to do.
Yeah. They've got the wave already pushed in. The middle lane of barracks already missing. They'll just walk bottom off of this one and the Swift Blink up onto the high ground. Ooh, nice little fort on that courier from Puck, giving himself his next Dagon level, but
Yeah, is this going to be the difference maker?
I don't think so. I don't know how you kill the Shadow Fiend anymore. You have to get him with like a Ravage, and like Bristleback has to hit him like 3 times with full stacks or something.
Yeah, on top of Puck, like blowing everything on him. They're playing it so safe as well. Like they might have been able to take the tier 4s and try to end it there. Instead, they just get the bottom racks.
Yeah.
And now they'll push through top and go through the tier 3. Oh, sorry, the tier 2 into the tier 3. Like, regardless of the overwhelming advantage that they have right now, they are playing this so slow and safe. Smart or boring, Ricky?
Smart. I mean, it's early in the group stage. They lost 1 game earlier today. The last thing they want to do is, you know, tie this series 1-1. I think Hokori coming into this are probably one of the favorited teams for phase 2, obviously, and they're showing why, man. They're putting on a clinic today for sure.
I was, you know, maybe a little bit concerned they'd be burnt out after playing 3 games.
Smoke
There's
up from
free smoke.
Hokori.
Or were they not smoked?
They're smoked on the
Or
side of
just
Cringe
didn't
Crew.
lose. Anyways, I thought they'd be a little bit burnt out after playing 3 games in a row, but, you know, they're not being impatient at all. These people could play 10 more games of Dota and still win.
I believe it. I believe it.
Yeah. Meanwhile, me, mentally exhausted after like 2 or 3 games of Dota.
Dude, I was so tired. I ended up just playing nothing but co-op bot games last night. I was like, yeah, I don't actually want to deal with people. So I just played a bunch of co-op bot games. Had a good time. And then V convinced me to play one regular game of Dota, and I hated it.
Yeah. Mr. V is the voice of evil.
Yeah.
The V in Mr. V stands for evil.
The E is not silent, though.
Yeah. Something like that.
Smoke up once again from Hokori. Is going to get ready to push the top lane of Tier 2 still standing in their way. They do have a good scan here, which is revealing a little bit. Gardic does get the ward down. Tries to jetpack on through, see what they can find, but instead it's going to be Cringe Crew backing off. They will grab themselves the D ward there. 50 seconds until Roche is going to respawn.
Yeah, so both teams going to be hugging around the pit. This next fight could very well be the
right. They found Lumiere. The question is, can they blow him up? Never mind. Just gets pulled back, and there it is. The black hole once again from the Enigma. Big Requiem's going to fear out the rest of these heroes. And yeah, Bristleback, he's reducing a lot of the damage, but he's got to run still. Gardic has his number. Lumiere under the cover of Silver Edge, and there it is. The Swift Blink on forward. He's got him. Beyond godlike. I mean, I feel like he's been beyond godlike for a while. Sooth does pick off Theolacor. A 3-for-1. But Ravage, he just never gets an opportunity to use it.
No, I mean, SF is on top of him with the BKB active. SF takes less than the 6 seconds in order to kill him, so...
Oh, nice. Sooth just blows up the Void Spirit. Never mind.
The strat working. The Dagon making a difference. Level 5 now.
It's working a little bit. It's doing something. Roche is up. That one's going to be with an Aghanim Scepter.
Okay. Sooth ain't giving up. He ends up finding the enemy safe laner.
We do have a refresher now on Shadow Fiend, though.
This is problem.
Just hit the satanic button. Reset. Yeah, they have to, like, Yule's him or something to stomp that, but... Yeah, Lumiere is just going to grab the Mega Creeps. It's just too difficult. There's nothing that they can do to actually jump on top of this guy. And with that, back to safety. They're going to take themselves the Roshan. The Radiant actually scan it.
The scan connects with the end, so they're going to realize that they're in there, but Lumiere is so fast.
You don't have your Tidehunter. Oh, no, you do now. All right, he's got Blink Ravage, but I mean, it's too fast. They're not even close. Yeah. Aegis and Ags for the Shadow Fiend.
Is he gonna? Yeah, he's gonna take the Aegis blessing.
Oh, he should.
He's going.
The fear is nuts. Theolacor pops the BKB, has a DD, trying to heal up off of this, but he's just getting absolutely crushed. Tidehunter getting beat down on the far side. Goes for the Requiem here as well. Will connect, but it's still not enough to finish off the Tidehunter.
Survives. He can blink back in and Ravage.
Oh no, he's got caught by the Void Spirit on the backside. Beautifully done, and Lumiere just pops the BKB, trying to just chew through him, finds Realm with the Silver Edge, fears him away. He goes down. 2 heroes, no buyback for 2 on the other side, and
Puck?
Looks like Puck will finish off the Enigma. Sooth is making some moves, man.
He's in and out. He sees Analog. He's going to go for him.
Oh, close. Well, Lumiere found Fleet.
All right. Is Sooth going to... All right, he's going to let Analog go for now. Lumiere, he's on the hunt, but they managed to find 3 while that was going down. This Tidehunter is so desperate that... I mean, when you build a Ghost Scepter on Tidehunter, you know the state of the game is bad. But it worked.
Oh my god.
It ended up keeping him alive for a while, but Lumiere is now at your door.
Warden literally got 2-shotted, man. Lumiere is going to pop the refresher. The second BKB comes out, trying to finish off the Puck. The fear is there, perfectly timed. Going to force the buyback, but the Rax is exposed, the Throne's exposed, rather. The fear once again, he just wants to find these kills, but Lumiere, he's still got an Aegis at the end of the day, so who...
Please, he's just hitting the Throne.
You can't. Okay,
man.
They get him. They commit the coil. Just trying to send a message, but it doesn't matter.
Finish this off, though. Yeah, the GG is finally called. That is it. Hokori look good. Lumiere is terrifying.
Yeah, I would say you can't doubt this guy. You know, you're a little skeptical of the Midas early, but it put him on a pretty good trajectory to outscaling these heroes. And boy, did he 45,000 net worth on this hero.
Yeah, and he is up from last time. Now at 961 GPM, 1155 XP per minute. I'm not about to shit talk about Midas no more. Man clearly knows something that I didn't. He is so farmed.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Look at like the 28 like player level. It just goes from like, hey, he's like kind of around the same level as everyone to just yeah, I gained 6 levels in 2 minutes. Don't worry about it. This guy's good.
Yeah. Once again, Cringe Crew, they start off pretty strong, but once Lumiere's ready to fight, he is ready to fight. Itemizes so well. The team plays so clean as well. Just a couple of really well-placed black holes gets them back into it, and then Lumiere just runs away with the game.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is a fun one. I'm also excited for our next series. This one should also be fun, is we have Thunder Awaken taking on Wildcard. So excited to see how the new Thunder Awaken roster plays, as well as Wildcard, because I feel like they're just playing with a bunch of stand-ins right now. I don't quite know who's playing what positions, but it should be a good one. Any final thoughts on this series besides the fact that Lumiere is a beast?
Well, I'm gonna say Zeus played that one about as well as he could have. I was
Yeah.
skeptical looking at like the blink dagger that he had, but legit, he kind of kept his team in that for longer than they had any business being in it, just by quickly being able to pick people up, being invulnerable half the time. I think this guy's a sick player. It's unfortunate they lost in both the games today, but hopefully they bounce back from this.
Agreed. All right, everyone, we're going to go to a short break. We'll be back with our third series here today. Again, that was going to be Thunder Awaken taking on Wildcard. Don't go anywhere. We'll see you after the break.